I'm Kimberly McRoy. I'm the Human Resources Director at Thermo-Kool, and we are in Laurel, Mississippi. So what started as recovery-friendly workplace on the national level, and that's what we started with our certification, and we just decided, how do we get people in the recovery community to come to work and get back to work? And so I just started digging in on different ways on how do we make that work? What does that look like? And so I found this recovery-friendly workplace initiative that was started in DC. I love it. I am not shy about the fact that I'm in recovery and have been in recovery for 30 years. I love this idea, and I think it's great for businesses to support this community. I got sober when I was 21, did not graduate college, and that's what happens, right? You don't go the direction you think you're gonna go. The problem comes from there's so much stigma surrounding this, and it's not just from outside sources, it's internal as well. So I never thought I was going to be able to go to work. I never thought I was going to be able to have a profession. I had all of these personal struggles myself. Feels like such a great time, that we can be having this conversation, and I can be in business and I can be a professional and still be talking about the fact that I'm in recovery. And in that, we became very, very close with our community partners. So the drug courts, the recovery centers, the churches, all of those that are supporting recovery, we became partners with them. And so now when we have an open position, I will call the drug court and I will call Consuelo Wally and be like, Consuelo, can you help me here? And she's like, yes, this is what we have.
I'm Consuelo Wally, and I am the coordinator of the 18th Judicial District Intervention Drug Court. When I'm choosing somewhere for a drug court participant to work, and I don't necessarily choose everybody's employer, some of them already have jobs, but if they're coming into the program, they're just beginning to get sober, and we're helping them look for a job, then I do try to play a part in where they're gonna work because they're new in their recovery. So, for me, that looks like being comfortable and sending them to an employer where they're not going to be tempted to use, where they're not going on break and out in the parking lot people are smoking marijuana, or they're not going into a restroom for a bathroom break and somebody's doing a line in the bathroom, She told me what she was thinking about and what they were trying to do, and I was like, that would radically change, my participants' success.
My name's Alex Johnston. I'm a machine operator too in the foam press at Thermo-Kool. Miss Kimberly just came around one day and she was like, Alex, I know you've been in recovery for quite some time. I know you're on drug court. She just, went around, letting us know that she was proud of us, and that she told us a little bit of her story. She said this is a place that where, if we have any problems, we can come to her, with open arms, and not hear any judgment or, any kind of backlash, so that kind of really, that made me really have a warm heart for Miss Kim. It shows us that she really cares about us and our recovery, and she takes it seriously.
I, Michael Shirley, am a welder at Thermo-Kool. I was in jail, and then I got put on drug court, and then my drug court officer got in contact with Thermo-Kool, and they got me a job here. I love welding, and I love working here, and they're really good people to work with. I have a nice friend group here and coworkers. Everybody's been pretty flexible here. With my meetings and stuff I have to go to for drug court and all that.
We watched our turnover rate drop. We dropped from 178% to about 46% in a year. So the financial impact of that is huge. We've saved over $1 million in a year just with the insurance implication, the turnover rates, all of those different things. These employees have become some of our best employees. Their attendance rates are better than everybody else. They're being promoted faster than everybody else because they're conscientious. They just wanted to come to work. They just wanted a second chance to be able to prove that they could do something. So now they are our most loyal employees. They're here, they're responsible. If you're struggling with turnover, and I know most everybody right now is struggling with turnover and they're having the same problems that we're having, this is a way to help combat that.
Well, it's kind of a no-brainer. There's federal benefits that as an employer they can receive by being nationally certified, and it also helps with people like me who are coordinators, who are working in the court systems, who need safe environments for their participants to work. So if they could also provide that type of environment that supports that outcome and receive federal benefits from it, why wouldn't you do that?